Hey there, I'm Rob.
And I'm Katie.
Welcome back to Higher Level Gaming. It's time to level up our gaming news knowledge again with another episode of News Watch.
So this time we're talking about growing numbers of women and other demographics in games, as well as a few smaller stories like Soulja Boy's new console and more Bethesda fails. A British market research company called Kids Insight interviewed over 5,000 young people between ages 4 and 18. And they found that young women were a growing demographic, with about 84% of teen girls playing video games in the UK. The study does show, however, that boys still have the lead on girls when it comes to gaming as their favorite hobby, and gaming is still overall a boy hobby. In esports, however, the divide is far less pronounced.
In an article by The Guardian, they talk about how when it comes to engaging in esports, however, the gender divide is much less pronounced. Just over 10% of 13 to 15-year-olds of both genders say they take part in esports, and a similar proportion say they have attended live events, with more girls than boys having done so. So wow, boys and girls are actually tied when it comes to engagement in esports. That's something that I really didn't expect, and it was especially surprising to learn that girls are actually attending these live events on a little bit of a higher margin than boys. That's definitely not what I expected. I expected it to be just like the other issues where it's mostly the boys who end up leading far ahead of the girls, but it's not the case with this. However, in the later teens, the rate of boys interested jumps to around 33% compared to a much lower 10% of girls when it comes to watching gaming streams. They said that when it comes to watching esports on a screen, boys and girls have the same behavior until they start secondary school, but by the age of 16 to 18, viewing rates rise to almost a third of boys compared to 10% of girls. The article also kind of takes note at the end here that a female YouTuber, Inquisitor Master, who makes videos about Roblox, funny enough, has entered the top 10 for girls aged 10 to 12, which is pretty big. And I think, that's to be expected. Gaming is becoming more mainstream. There are a lot more gamers that cater to women now. And also, there's a lot more games that are actually made by women from a woman's perspective. And of course, that's going to draw in a lot more women.
So it makes sense that girls are giving it their attention. There's also a lot more female streamers now, and I think that that's something that's going to have an effect as time goes on.
Yeah, definitely the popularity of Twitch and all these other platforms is going to definitely bring in a lot more women as the years go on, as Twitch and all these other streaming services become more popular and more mainstream. There was another study done, however, by Playgrounds, which found that women in the gaming industry as a whole is around half now. But women are only 30% of the prominent gamers on YouTube, 20% of esports members, and 19.5% of gamers on Twitch.
So clearly the public face of gaming is catching up with the people that play these games today.
The study did also note, interestingly, that people of all ages are gaming more, and people 55 plus are gaming 16% more since 2016. My grandpa actually loves Candy Crush, and he's playing it all the time, so I'm not that shocked by this. Soulja Boy, the once famous rapper from the 2000s, has released his own personal gaming console. It's a handheld, and kindly enough, out of the goodness of his heart, he put it on 50% sale on the release day. Wow, what a nice guy.
Only $100.
It's only $100. It's only $100. It would normally be $2. That's a huge discount, man. Seriously though, holy shit, that's a faster markdown than Fallout 76 had. People have already discovered that the console is actually just some weird Chinese knockoff machine that he rebranded and tried to market on Twitter. It's a L, one person said. Indeed.
In some movie news, Jake Gyllenhaal has confirmed that he's playing Mysterio in a new upcoming Spider-Man movie, Far From Home.
Gyllenhaal. You said
Gyllenhaal?
Gyllenhaal. That's fine. No, it's fine. This is going in the video. This we're just in the middle. Hey everybody, subscribe. Subscribe and hit the bell.
Along with Enter the Spider-Verse releasing this month, we're also expecting a trailer for Spider-Man Far From Home. This will be reportedly debuting on the 8th at a Brazilian Comic Con, so keep your eyes peeled, guys. Tons of spider stuff this month.
Bethesda has fucked up again, guys. They just couldn't help themselves this week. They've apparently not only failed to write a game, but also failed to even write a goddamn support site. Customers who submitted a support ticket were able to view everyone else's support tickets, and therefore their extremely delicate personal information, essentially doxing all customers who submitted a complaint. They made a ton of people's info public, and there will likely be some fraudulent action taken because of this glaring mistake. And they had almost done some good by making that step forward to replace the nylon bags. If you haven't heard by now, they're going to be replacing the nylon bags they sent out, so I guess, they get kind of a pat on the back for that. They're going to actually give the people the canvas bags. They just have to sign up and send, their confirmation code or whatever in, and they can get the actual bag that they were supposed to in the first place, which is cool. They fixed their mistake, but then they just went and fucked up again, all over again. It kind of doesn't help you look any better when you shit on yourself in the process.
They doxed them on purpose.
Well, good for Bethesda, but let's see what they can actually do about the game itself now.
Well, that was all for today. Thank you for watching. This has been Higher Level Gaming, and we hope that you enjoyed the video and that you stick around for some more links to more from us. You can also subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, comment below, like this video, and share with some of your friends if you like. Above all else though, have a good day.